What's up, everybody? Jimi Diamond here. I get people asking me all the time, Jimmy, what mistakes am I making? You know, I keep on coming to treatment, trying to do it. I think I'm doing a good job. What can I do? What are some of the mistakes I'm making? Here, we are going to confront all the things that you're doing wrong and why you can't stay sober. Before you start, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. What are some videos that you want to see? What are some mistakes that you've made in the past? I want to know, what mistakes am I missing? So go ahead and make sure you put those comments below. But without further ado, let's get into it. I get people saying all the time, Jimmy, my family member relapsed. I'm back here again. I see people going from center to center, just not getting it. So what are some of the biggest mistakes that people are making? Because you're making mistakes, there's a reason that you ended up here. Number one mistake and myth that people do is they don't have a treatment plan, okay? Not saying that you need to go to treatment. You don't really have to go to treatment. You don't have to do detox. You don't have to do that. But you do need some sort of change in your habits and your behavior, some sort of change, some sort of treatment for this disease that you now have. Not working on yourself is not going to help. So people, the treatment plan could be just working on yourself, exercising, diet, doing something to fix yourself. And some people don't do that. If you're not working on yourself, then it's not going to work. I'm very sorry. There's no behavior change. You have to do something to replace the drug. We were focused on the getting, using, finding ways and means to get more. Some people just don't change their behavior. They just remove the drug and they find themselves sitting on the couch, wasting time, energy, and they can't get a job. They can't go out there and find new friends. They can't find new places to hang out. Everything they know is drugs and alcohol, and they can't get out of it. And that's their problem. They have no treatment plan. They don't have any plan set up for what am I going to do to figure this out. And it's not their fault. If they don't have a plan, they don't know what to do, then, I mean, you can't help them, but maybe they could go and get that information. They need to be ready, eager to actually get that information. In addition to not doing drugs, there's other things that we need to do, such as good sleep, healthy diet, good relationships with people, you know, getting a job. If we're not doing these things, then we're not going to be changing. We're not going to feel any new change, any new purpose in our life. We're going to basically just be a dry drunk doing the same thing. Now, along with addiction comes depression, anxiety, anger, feelings like that. So if we're not learning how to cope and manage those feelings and change them outside of drugs, then the feeling may stay there. And some great treatment remedies for this would just be exercise, diet, healthy sleep, trying to get them without medication. And just doing this could be a part of your treatment plan. It doesn't actually have to be going to treatment, going to a 90-day treatment rehab or something like that, or detox center. It doesn't have to be that. But we do need to do something, because we have been using drugs for so long that just not using drugs is not going to fix it. From stealing and doing everything else, we need to continue this treatment plan, or else it's just not going to work. Number two, people who get into a romantic relationship before a year. Now, if you're already in a romantic relationship and you decide to get sober, that's a different story. But the people who I see who get sober and they're single and they have no ties to anything, and then they get into a relationship, often, more than not, it does fail. Now, there's really I don't know of any research or data, rarely does it say it in any literature about why this doesn't work, but you can just imagine that my sole purpose is to be focused on recovery. I should be having a relationship with myself. I've been pushing myself off for so long from drugs and alcohol. All the feelings I have, I stuff them down or I numb them with drugs and alcohol. So I don't even know how to feel. I don't even know how to give myself the things that I need. So how am I going to be giving this to somebody else? If I don't even know how to get myself out of bed, get myself to work, actually pay my bills, how am I supposed to do that for someone else? You know, I'm supposed to be in a relationship, get married. I can't even be honest with myself. I'm supposed to be honest with another person who is reliant on me, who wants to build a life with me. Not saying it can't be done, okay? I'm not sitting here saying it can't be done. It's just extremely difficult. We have so many other things to be worried about than this other person. Now, the other person's emotions can get in the way of my relationship with myself, my relationship with my recovery, most importantly. So if they get upset that I have to go to a meeting because I'm a fucking drug addict, then I maybe I don't go to the meeting. And then I'm not doing what I need to do for my recovery based on this person's emotions. And I can't handle that because now I'm trying to fix their emotions instead of helping fix my emotions. So now when the actual time comes that I can't deal with her emotions and my emotions get in the way, then where the fuck are my coping mechanisms? Where do I go when this shit goes south? Where do I go when I need help? Because I haven't been building a support network. I don't know people who are in relationships and sober. So I don't know how to get through this sober. The only way that I know how to deal with these emotions are by getting high. And it worked last time because I did it with that other chick and whatever. So getting into a relationship, not fucking good. Do not do it. That is the number 2 mistake that I see people make, dude. Wait a year. The recommendation is a year. Fucking don't get into a relationship with anyone for a year. Now, if you're already in a relationship, it's going to be difficult to find a balance and manage recovery and the relationship. Okay? Now, some people have kids, families. Dude, it makes it more complex, but I'm going to give you the suggestion that if you are single and early in recovery, stay fucking single. Start making a support network, building friends, and getting that sort of relationship. Do not be focused on a romantic one. This is one of the number 1 mistakes that I see. Number 3 biggest mistake that I see, they don't change people, places, or things. They just keep the same people around. They're going around the same people. They get out, they get high, because they go right back to the same person. They call an old boyfriend, call an old girlfriend. They go back to where their friends are. Maybe they even go back to where their family is and their family uses. And we're not saying that it's an immediate relapse, right? So I've heard some people, they go and they just, they may have been heroin addicts and they just smoke pot, or they may have been alcoholics and they just had like 1 beer and it was manageable. Dude, you shouldn't be putting yourself in that environment. We realized that our life was totally unmanageable. We ruined everything from drugs and alcohol, and it actually got to this point where we can actually fix it. And just going around these people, right, does something to our brain that we can't control. We are powerless over when I go around someone having a desire to use. Like my sister, right? I love my sister to death, man. But whenever I am around her, I overeat, dude. I don't know what it is. I'm powerless over it. I try to control it. I try not to eat sugars. But whenever I'm around her, me, Robin, and food, we just overeat, bro. It's the same thing with other people. When I have a friend, back in the day, it would be me, my buddy Mike, we'd always get high. Dude, whatever case it is, okay? Now, there have to be people in my life. Now, if I have those people, and those are the only people in my life, then what I need to do is find new people. I need to get a new group of people where it's me, them, and sobriety. No drugs. Because if I don't get that, then I'm not going to know where it is. I won't even know it's possible. The reason that I don't think people out there, because most people when we first get clean, we don't actually think that people out there are actually sober. We think everybody's getting high, and that's because everybody in our life is getting high. Every single person we've surrounded ourselves with is drinking, using, drugging. It doesn't matter. So I believe that everybody lives that life until I get sober and I start putting myself around people who do not live that life. I'm not even going to think it's possible. So I'm going to continue to use. I need to put myself around people who are not using it, or at least share the struggle of addiction and recovery so I can realize I'm not alone and find what works for me and what works for other people. Locations, okay? Places. Some people, they just stick around the bar. They just go right back to the same place they were. They go right back to the unhealthy home. They go right back to the trap house. They go right back to the bar. They go right back to that job. And I understand it. Maybe you have to. I'm not telling anybody to not go home. You have to go home. But there have to be places where we go to get recovery, okay? My home is not the gym, but I go to the gym to get my health, to get my fitness, right? my home is not my recovery, but I go somewhere to get my recovery. We need to go places where recovery is nurtured. Not even recovery, just not using drugs. Just where there's no drugs, no alcohol. That's a safe place to be. And some people are unable to even locate where those places are. They don't even believe it as an attainable thing. They're like, those places don't exist. Or they minimize its effects. So they say, well, I mean, dude, what? I'm not going to go somewhere. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be this. Or they minimize the effect of actually going to a place where there's are drugs and alcohol, saying something like, oh, dude, I'm good. I'm not going to fall to that, dude. You know, I'm strong in my recovery. Bah, bah, bah. It's like, dude, you got to give this disease the power it deserves. It could fucking kill you. It could end you up in jail, dude. It could fuck your life up bad. And respect it because it deserves that respect. And things, dude. Some people, they decide to keep beer in the fridge. You fucking idiot, dude. Some people decide to keep a bong lying around or this or that. All this paraphernalia. It's like, dude, you gotta change that shit. And I know what it's like, bro. I've been there, dude. When I quit smoking cigarettes, I used to just carry a lighter around with me. I was addicted, and because I didn't carry a lighter around with me, I relapsed, dude, and I ended up picking up cigarettes again. And then it changed from the cigarettes to the vape, and I would carry the things around with me, and I became just as addicted to those. Changing these things, just getting rid of them. Even changing, as far as maybe you read books, dude. You should change the books you read. Maybe you watch movies. You should change the movies you watch. Maybe you listen to music. How about you try listening to new music, okay? How about you go from trap music to something else? How about you go from watching Requiem for a Dream and Intervention to something else? How about you go from reading these type of books to self-help books, NA books, AA books? How about you fucking change the things in your life? If you're not making these changes, I see people not making these changes in their life, and these are the number one mistakes that they have. Not saying they need to change all of it. Maybe you don't need to change it. You just need to incorporate new ones, dude. Just think about that, dude. Those big mistake I see there. Number 4, not tackling other addictions or not even thinking that other addictions have any impact on their life. Caffeine has a 12-hour half-life, and you see people going to fucking NA meetings, drinking a cup of coffee at 7 a.m., complaining about not getting enough sleep. Then they get home and they're on their phone and they're smoking cigarettes. It's like you have 3 addictions just going on here that's causing you to have bad sleep. You can't fucking breathe, dude. And your eating habits are all fucked up. You know, it's like, dude, you got to understand the mechanistic part of your disease. So phone, screen time, dude. Some people are addicted to sitting around watching TV. Some people are addicted to their phones, dude. The average American spends like 5.4 hours a day on their cell phone. If you're on your cell phone doing that stuff, then you're not focused on other areas of your life. You're not focused on the things that you have to do. And then they say to themselves, well, why am I in this situation? Why can't I get a job? Why can't I don't have time for meetings. Yes, you fucking do, you piece of shit. You've been on your phone for fucking ever. Get the fuck off your phone and get the fuck out there and find a fucking job. You've been sober for how long, dude? Now, this isn't gonna work. This isn't necessarily gonna work for someone who just got fucking sober. These are for people who like have sobriety and then fuck it up, dude. So it's like you have it, you have all the tools, you probably have all the knowledge, you've been talking about this. It's like now this is what you got to do to maintain, and we fuck it up. We don't see how the phone takes us away from our relationships, from what we have to do, from our future. Cigarettes, dude, some people just smoke cigarettes and they get sick and they don't understand why. And then they're vaping, they have no money, they can't see why they have no money. They're getting in trouble at work because they're going out for too many cig breaks. People and their friends and family are saying, stop fucking vaping in my house, dude. Cut that shit out, dude. It's like they don't see this addiction as something that's causing another issue in their relationship, and they just say, well, fuck it, dude. Whatever. It's never going to be better. I'm just always going to be this piece of shit, whatever the case may be. Sex, dude. Now, what these addictions do is they fuck up our relationships in another level. So we get clean, everything gets better and rises, and then it starts to decrease because these drugs are, or whatever addictions are fucking things up in other areas of our lives, and we can't recognize that. Sex, some people have sex and they cheat on partners, they get sexually transmitted diseases, and they fucking even die. Some people die from it. Some people end up in jail because they're used to selling sex. They don't understand how sex works. They mistake sex with love or whatever the case may be, or they don't, and they know that sex is just sex and they start selling themselves for it. It gets in the way of their relationship with family, with friends. Dude, sex can be another big issue for people, and because they're seeking sex, they start having sex with people in the rooms, and then they can't even go to the meetings that they used to go to, and now they find themselves in an isolated state again. Gambling, some people, dude, these are other addictions. Food, overeating can cause you to just get sad, depressed, bro, lethargic, inflamed, all this shit, bro. Gambling, people will spend money on gambling. They fall behind on bills, they lose their money, they start just fucking doing all types of crazy shit. Number 4 is other addictions. Some people not tackling other addictions is one of the other people, dude, that's it. Number 5, you're not fucking sober. That's it. You're not fucking sober. Who the fuck are you talking? You're getting high. You're smoking pot, you fucking idiot. You're goddamn drinking beer. You're fucking doing cocaine. You're doing drugs. That's number 5. People are like, bro, I don't understand why I fucking got high on heroin. I was just smoking pot. Because you were fucking getting high on pot. I don't understand why I'm smoking cigarettes again. I was vaping for 4 months. It's like, you fuck, dude. You were vaping for 4 months. You never kicked it. Bro, as soon as my Suboxone ran out, I just decided to use heroin, man. It was beer, dude. I'm just drinking beer. I'm not drinking hard booze. It's like, oh my God, dude. You're not sober. Get sober. Stop using drugs. But it's my anxiety medications for my ADD. It's prescribed from a doctor. Get fucking sober. Stop using drugs. That's why you relapsed. You never got sober in the first place, dude. That's one of the number one, dude, that is one of the top 5 things. You're not fucking sober. You're California sober. You're some sort of fake fucking sober, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and say that some people can't do it, but if you can't, then don't. If it doesn't work, then don't fucking do it. I know that punching myself in the face hurts, so I don't punch myself in the face, dude. If you know that getting high on anything may potentially fuck your shit up, then don't get high on anything. Let's start from there, dude. Doesn't matter if you're, and dude, it's a lifestyle change, bro. It's not just like, and it goes with the diet. Like, you can't do some fucking crash diet and expect for it to fucking work. You gotta change the goddamn lifestyle, dude. All right, so these are my top 5 things that I see fucking up people getting sober. If you have something that fucks up your recovery, put it in below. I want to know if this fucks up your recovery. Did this mess up? Comment below what messed up your sobriety, what helps your sobriety. I want to know. Like and subscribe and follow so that you can make sure that you're getting all these videos as they post. I hope everybody has a great day, and remember, you don't get high no matter what. You just don't do it.